Hi, welcome back to Crafting with the Gringas. Today we have the second episode of our cute little Squarie pie turkey. And in today's video we're going to be working on the feathers with our variegated 4-weight yarn and a 4.5 hook. First thing we're going to do is make our slip knot. Let's make our loop. Pull your tail through the loop and then pull it snugly. And put the loop on our hook and pull that snugly. We're going to make 25 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. Now that we've got the 25 chains on our hook, we're going to hold that first chain and we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. So it's 1, 2, 3, and in the fourth, we're going to yarn over and we're going to make a double crochet. So we're going to yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Our chain 3 is going to count as 1 double crochet. Then we're going to have 2 double crochets, and in that same stitch we're going to make 3 double crochets. So we're going to yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. I'm going to chain 1 and we're going to count 1, 2, and in the third stitch we're going to do a double crochet. Chain 1, I'm going to count 1, 2, and on the third we're going to make 5 double crochets into the same stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 in the same stitch. Okay, we're going to skip over 2, and in the third stitch we're going to do 1 double crochet. Chain 1, skip over 2, and in the third we're going to do 5 double crochets. And we're going to keep going like this, doing 5 double crochets, chain 1, 1 double crochet, chain 1, 5 double crochets, each time skipping over 2 stitches until we get to the end. I'm going to keep working mine, and then when I get to the end I'll meet you back to see what we do on this last stitch. Okay, I'm back and I have left 1 double crochet. I did my chain. I'm going to do a double crochet in the third stitch. I'm going to chain 1. Okay, and then we're going to count over in just the same. That last stitch we're going to put 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, here we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to turn our work. So you should have a shell of 3 double crochets and 1, 2, 3 shells of 5 double crochets, and then another shell of 3 double crochets. In this, we're going to chain 3. In this first stitch from our hook, we're going to do 2 double crochets. 1, 2, chain 1. And this, where there's a double crochet, we're going to put a double crochet. And we're going to chain 1 again. And here we're going to count. We've got 1, 2, and on the third chain, just like we were working before, we're going to do another 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we're going to continue and chain 1. So we're going to continue just like we did the last row. On each double crochet that's by itself, we're going to put 1 double crochet, and on each shell of 5 double crochets, on the third double crochet, we will put 5 double crochets. And I will meet you back when we get to the end. I'm back here with my last double crochet. I've chained 1, and so I'm going to do my double crochet, chain 1, and in this stitch we're going to find we've got 1, 2, and we want to go into this top stitch of our chain 3. And we're going to do 3 double crochets into that stitch. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay, at this moment we're going to chain 1. We're going to tighten it. We're going to leave a big enough tail to weave in and cut our yarn. Okay, that's going to be the base, the bottom part of our turkey. Now we're going to make, now instead of working up on the top, we're going to work along the bottom where we did our chain. So let's make another slip knot. Okay, and so here we're going to insert our hook into that hole that the stitch left from the opposite side. We're going to pull up a loop and we'll slip stitch. Okay, we're going to yarn over and we're going to chain 3. Then we're going to chain 1 more. So the 3 is going to be for our double crochet, and then the 1 chain is going to be for a chain. Now we're going to yarn over. We're going to double crochet into this double crochet. Okay, chain 1, and where we have our shell of 5, we're going to yarn over, and we're also going to double crochet into that and chain 1. We're going to double crochet into the next double crochet, chain 1. We're going to double crochet into this next shell of 5 and chain 1. We're going to double crochet in the next double crochet, chain 1, double crochet into your next shell, chain 1, double crochet into your next double crochet, chain 1, double crochet into the shell that you left over, the last shell of 3. For the next round, we're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and turn our work. And we're going to just do a round of double crochets as well. A double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. We're going to have a double crochet over each double crochet that we've made. Okay, I will meet you back at the end. So each double crochet is going to get a double crochet and a chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1. So I'll meet you back at the end. I've got my double crochet into this one, and now all we have left is this chain 3 plus 1. So we're going to leave one of the chains, and we're going to double crochet, making sure we get 2 of those loops on our hook. It's a little bit difficult, but we need 2 of those loops, and we need to leave 1, and we're going to double crochet into that stitch, and then we're going to chain 3. And this is what our project should look like so far. This will be our last round with only double crochets and not doing any shells. Okay, so we're going to chain 1 more because we need 4. And then we're going to double crochet into each stitch, the same as the last round. I'll meet you back at the end. I'm done with my row. In the next row, we're going to mirror the shell stitches that we have here. So let's get started with that. Let's 1, 2, 3. We're going to chain and turn our work. And into this first double crochet, we're going to crochet 2 more double crochets for a total of 3 in that stitch. Chain 1. And into the next stitch, we're going to do a double crochet, chain 1, and in the next stitch, we're going to do 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chain 1. I'm going to find this next stitch, make a double crochet, chain 1. We're going to do 5 into this next stitch, chain 1. We've got our last double crochet, chain 1, and then we're going to find the chain 1 space, and we're going to double crochet into 2 strands of that chain, of our chain 3. And then we're going to make 2 more double crochets into that same stitch. And chain 3, okay, and we're just going to keep going. We're going to do a total of 3 rounds on this side. So we're going to do 1 and then 2 more rounds. I'll meet you back when you have 2 more rounds on your project for a total of 3 on this side and 2 on this side. And if at any time you have a problem with remembering how to do the stitch, you can always rewind it and rewatch what we've already done. Okay, I'm here and I'm done with my 3 rounds of shells. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to chain 1 and tie it, and then we're going to cut our yarn. And we're going to want to go through and weave in our ends. So I will meet you back when you've got your ends woven in, and I'll show you how we can attach this to our turkey. I'm back and I've got my last end to weave in. So I'm just gonna show you how I weave my ends in. So I'm gonna put my needle through that part of the stitch. Okay, and I'm just gonna keep weaving it down in. And I'm gonna go through this little three double crochet shell. And then you kind of want to skip one and then kind of go back through that. You can go back up. Just kind of gives it a little bit, it just kind of makes it a little extra secure. Okay, and I'm going to cut off that tail that's left over. Okay, now let's grab, we're going to grab a little bit of the yarn that we were using, or a yarn that matches our yarn. I think I probably have a little too much, but it's always better to be safe than sorry. I've got a good amount here. Okay, and what we're going to want to do is into this, you see that we've done 1, 2, 3 spaces. We're going to work our yarn into that first stitch, and then the rest we can just weave in our needle back and forth, and then in the last stitch we'll also poke our needle through the stitches. Okay, let's pull that. We want to make sure we've got a tail on each side like this. Okay, we're gonna squeeze that together a little bit. Okay, and we're gonna want to get our turkey, and we want to make sure we've got it centered how we want it. So once you've got it laid out, you can put your hook through the back. Then you're gonna make it even and pull it about like the same width from the edge. Okay, now we've got those two on there. Pull it tight. You can give it a little tie if you want to keep it in place as we continue to sew this on, just to kind of give it a little bit of a tie that 2 times. The longest tail that you've got, let's thread that. Okay, and we're going to want to go sewing. Make sure you go down into the turkey and grab both the feathers and the body of the turkey as you sew on it. Go back one more time. Just back out where we had our tail. Now what we're going to do is go up here. We're going to pull up the feathers. We're going to insert the needle. We're going to pull up right here. We want to make sure we get it cleaned through one of the stitches, we want a decent hole. We don't want to get the fibers of the yarn. We want it to go clean up through. Then we're going to get our other tail. And we want to insert our hook as well, close to where we're sewing it. And we're also going to want to insert our hook up into that same hole. Like I say, not avoiding any of the actual yarn fibers. We want both of them to come out of the hole. And then we can tie that off. Now we're going to stick our needle back into the hole and pull it out. The knot we made got tucked into the body of the turkey. So we're going to repeat that. We're going to put our last little tail, and we can insert it back into the hole and pull it out. And those we can cut off. Okay. Now we've got our little turkey. That will be all for part 2 of our turkey tutorial. I'll see you in the next part. Bye!